चैंपियन बनने का एक फंडा, रोज खाओ अंडा।
My journey of insurance and investments began at the same time when I invested in LIC SEEP. In this fast-moving world, SEEP can balance your funds with security and growth. SEEP will take care of the ups and downs of the market and will give you fruitful results so that you enjoy the ride. And when SEEP is with you, you can soar high!
LIC's unit-linked insurance plan SEEP offers savings and protection so that you can soar high in your life. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
Our final session at the India Today Women's Summit is with the speaker who did her masters in applied statistics and sang jingles for years before she became a singing sensation. Please welcome Shilpa Rao, the voice behind one of my favorites, Khuda Jaane.
A very warm welcome to the India Today Women's Summit. I have a very special guest joining us here today, Shilpa Rao, a musician herself. Well, what do I say? She's the face to the voice that's really made us fall in love, made us croon, made us shake a leg and really enjoy life to its fullest. Shilpa, thank you very much for speaking to India Today.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Shilpa, I'd like to ask you your struggle in the industry, of course. So far, we've seen the industry, largely Bollywood or any other film industry and the music industry, largely dominated by men. At a place and space like that, you have thrived in how? And even earlier to now, very few women dominated, be it Alka Yagnik, Lata, you had just a few singers, Shreya Ghoshal, Asha Bhosle. In a space like that, how do you think and how do you feel that you have really stepped up, and what's the kind of message you want to give?
Well, there is a little difference in the way the music industry functions, because over here you're just known for your songs. So be it a male singer or a female singer, if you have that many songs, if you have that kind of visibility in the crowd, in the audience, I think you get that return. So it's mostly song driven, but yes. Female voices right now are not just female voices literally, they have a metaphorical voice coming out, something that they believe in, and I see that in every female who's singing in today's times. There is a certain belief system and ideology that they have, and I'm really loving it. This is something which used to happen in the early 1900s with Ella Fitzgerald and you know, you had Begum Akhtar ji and Farida Khanum ji, all doing Iqbal Banu ji, you know, like standing up really strong for what they believe, and the music was the mirror for that. And yeah, so I think that era is coming back. Women are as unique as they look and as unique as they sound. Yeah, that's that. It's a great place to be.
And I can't help say that your voice is unique in how. I think that's how you managed to secure that spot. So distinct, that voice of yours. Can I really request you to hum a tune for us? Right at the start of the interview, I want to dive straight in to hear that beauty in your voice. Go on.
I'm going to sing this song, Manmarziyan, which is one of my...
we love that too.
very, very, very close favorites. In fact, yeah, it's a very close track of my husband, actually. That's how it got introduced to my voice. So I'm going to sing this one for you, and nice. I hope you like this one. Here we go. यूं तो 16 सावन आए गए, गौर नहीं किया हमने, भीगा मन का आंगन इस मर्तबा, क्या जाने क्या किया तुमने, दिल में जागी इश्क वाली मनमर्जियाँ, मनमर्जियाँ.
That was fantastic. You know what, Shilpa, you know, we do know that your voice is so distinct and you just don't jump into anything that you're probably offered. You should actually tell me, are you selective about the choices of your songs, that the voice that you lend particularly to certain songs with certain lyrics, or do you just, you know, go with the flow? What's your take on music? And how
the lyrics are very important. Yeah. Lyrics are extremely important. I think they're the basis of a classic or a song that crosses generations. I think good lyrics have that effect on people, and they are immortal. So yeah, I always gravitate towards great lyrics. But I'm very fortunate that all the composers that I work with, they're friends of mine, and now we're friends after so many years working together. And whenever they call me in for a song, they just tell me, okay, just be yourself. Like, you don't need to change yourself, and I dig that completely. It's quite a turn on, and yeah, so that really it really helps me.
It's not really all that easy for newcomers or those who have beautiful voices, want to get into the industry. They don't get that kind of reception, to actually allow them to be themselves is a big boon. Did you really get it easy, or did you work your rank up?
It takes time. It doesn't happen in the beginning. So what I did in the beginning, even now, it does not change that much. Whenever I get a call for a recording, I still have butterflies in my stomach. I still feel nervous. I still feel, oh my God, what I'm going to sing, how it's going to go. And you have, it's a good place to be nervous. It adds to your performance. But when I started off, the only thing I had a very open mind to music. So I've never blocked myself with genres. I've listened to that many genres, and I've tried to attempt it and sing it also. So I've tried to do both. And initially I think you need to, and generally also, you need to have an open mind to music. Come on, it's music. How can you block a certain art form, So I definitely go into the studio with a very open mind.
And
actually,
music
it's
is
an
so
empty
diverse.
mind.
When you
I
say
know.
empty mind, I still ask you, what is it that you seek out of a song? If a song is given to you, what's the first thing that you'd look at? Do you see the tune?
So if you have preconceived notions, if you have preconceived ideas, and okay, I'm going to do this. So, when you have a plan of any kind, it already creates a lot of blocks. So the moment you sit, I just listen to the song, and I just try to enjoy it as a listener. That's it. I try to enjoy it. I try to be a tourist, in fact, in music. Barring the fact that I am a musician and I've learned music, I keep that aside. I listen to it as a tourist, and I find places to connect with, be it the tune, be it the lyric, be it the art form, be it the track. And if you're lucky, in many cases that I was, you get attracted to all these things together. So yeah, these are some things that I do when I go to sing a song. I just pretty much don't think. I'll feel it. That's a very important thing. Yeah.
I think the best thing that can happen to anyone is to do what you're passionate about. And you're so lucky to be doing what you're passionate about, and to be in a place and age where I think music speaks. Gone are those days where Bollywood films made the songs. Now it's more the songs that make the films, right?
Music is, I think, it's part of DNA. I think it's not just India. It's all over the world. It's human emotion. It's the same anywhere. So you cannot alienate music from our human existence. It's in your veins. It's everywhere. You just can't take it out. No, impossible.
All right. I'd like to ask you here, we're looking at, such wide range of voices that are present currently in the industry. If I ask you what really makes you cut above the others, what really gives you that edge above the others? Do you feel that you are an edge above the others, or do you feel you're just different?
The only edge that I probably have is I'm willing to learn. I'm a student for life. So be it a recording, be it meeting someone, be it like even now when I'm talking to you, I always feel that there is a place to learn something. And it could be a life lesson, it could be a song, it could be a rag, it could be a new word. There's always space to learn. And I always, keep my mind open to that. So that is the only thing that I have. There's nothing else I have.
You know, when you say that you're constantly learning, it's very natural for a lot of musicians to turn to composing as well. Do you see that ever as your future, to compose music at all? There are so many friends, composers that you say you interact with regularly. So is that going to be your direction?
It's such a beautiful coincidence, because I've been asked this question all through last year. Are you making something? Are you creating something? Well, अब तो मतलब pressure काफी बढ़ गया, अब मुझे करना ही पड़ेगा. I'll try.
No, but are you into it? Does that come out of you? Now that you're married to someone in the media, maybe this is the time to think about.
I haven't thought about it, but now that you guys have asked me so many times, I think I should at least start thinking about it. Like I said, have an open mind.
Go for it. You've done fabulously well with your music, with your singing. I'm sure you'll be great with composing as well. Right. You've also collaborated with several artists internationally. What was that experience like, you know, if you can take us through?
Well, the experience is like human emotion is same, and all that musicians talk about is food.
Food?
Yes. All musicians talk about food. Probably more than music.
Oh God.
It's a fact. It's the truth. I'm guilty of it, and so are all of us.
Okay, now that you said that, I really want to know what's the secret behind a good voice. Like, is there something that you eat, drink, or don't, just to keep those voice modulation sharp?
All you need to do is know your body and how it functions. What works for me might not work for you. What you can get by with, I cannot. So you need to know yourself well. If you need that, like I need 10 hours of sleep, otherwise I can't function. My brain stops, my voice stops.
Are you health conscious? Do you eat right? Is there something that you follow routinely, like warm water or some magic juice?
So
I mean, what's a habit? What's your regular habit? I'm asking you. I'm sure a lot of musicians must be listening.
In the morning, it's just plain garam pani, honey and haldi. It's a simple warm drink in the morning, and I love food. I love different kinds of food. I love my coffee, which I have right now, just black coffee, nothing in it, and I dream of ice water. Yeah, I dream of ice.
You dream of ice water,
but I dream about it. Yeah.
So basically, you're not allowed to have it, but you think of it often.
I dream.
So are you really saying no ice creams?
Ice creams I do sometimes, very rarely. I love like handmade ice creams that like very special ones. I love them. But I dream of ice cubes. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
बच्चों का बचपन मुस्काए अंडा बच्चों के मन भाए कुदरत का वरदान है
चैंपियन बनने का एक फंडा, रोज खाओ अंडा।
गाइस कल मेरी नई बाइक आ रही है।
ग्रेट, तब तो आई विल कम विद रोहन एवरी डे।
इंश्योरेंस है?
तुझे क्या लगता है? इंश्योरेंस पीयूसी सब कुछ है।
आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट लाइफ इंश्योरेंस फॉर सिया।
जोक्स अपार्ट गाइस, बट आज मजा कल सजा नहीं होनी चाहिए।
सीरियसली, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस तो जरूरी है।
LIC का न्यू जीवन आनंद देता है डबल फायदा। मैच्योरिटी पे मिले फुल पेमेंट और लाइफ कवर चले जिंदगी भर।
ए हेलो, इंश्योरेंस है क्या?
A lot of the singers are so out there on social media, giving us the reason why I'm asking you this, because we barely see you on updating yourself on social media on your daily habits, your daily routine. What are you up to? Where are you flying to? What's your destination? Don't you think for a person like you in the industry, it's so important to be on social media to keep your audience glued and to update them and stay relevant in this age of digital media? Or do you feel that you're all out there to allow your work to speak and your music to speak, and you want your life otherwise private?
No, I do have my my social media accounts where I keep interacting with fans and more than what I'm doing, I do share my thoughts with them. If I feel something and I think about something, I definitely put out a message. But yes, this is not the complete reality for me. I still feel the reality is between me and my music, and the reality lies between my music and my listeners. I always feel that is the biggest reality for me, and yeah, I
No
work hard
likes,
to.
no likes, no comments, no trolls, none of that bother you?
Which is fine. I know that once I get on stage and my audience is in front of me, that's the truth. You can see it in their eyes that they want to sing with you, and there's that love for the music that you have done. So yeah, that's the real truth when you can see in someone's eyes the love that they have for your music. Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, all right. Okay, so basically, you're saying none of the reactions on social media bother you. You keep it just to interact on occasionally, but not otherwise. It doesn't consume you entirely. But this is the age of social media where musicians like you also put it out there for listens. It's also monetary for that matter. How important is, or how do you think the world of YouTube has really changed a musician's life?
It has, because there are a lot of artists that otherwise I would not listen to globally. I mean, who have maybe an Instagram account or a YouTube account, and amongst musicians we keep sending each other music of sorts. So yes, it's very nice to, like I said, everything has an advantage and a disadvantage. It's up to you as to how you want to use it. E is equal to mc square is also an H-bomb and also a rocket into space. You need to see how you use it. So when you talk about social media, there is so much fantastic info, knowledge, wisdom out there. You can actually read an Anne Frank diary. You can do that. Also, you can just get consumed and hit on your low self-esteem when you keep seeing that someone has more likes than you.
Yeah.
So you need to really
stay busy with work. Yeah, I guess the fact that
don't get enslaved by it. Let it be a tool that does your job. Don't become a slave to social media. I think you should use it smartly.
Okay.
As you would use your television or a juicer in your house or a mixie. It's one of those things. So
moderately. That's your belief there.
Moderately, as in to your like, if you have some great piece of music that you want to put out, please put it out. I would love to hear it, and I would love to share it with my friends. Yeah, that's great. But do not get bogged down by
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, don't let it take a hit on your self-respect and as credibility as an artist. Yeah,
true.
I think.
You know what? Why I asked you about social media and your presence out there. Let me shift focus to reality shows for that matter. There are so many musical reality shows as of today. Do you think that really is a great jump start for an amateur singer today? But as much as we say that, because the platform is great, how many of those reality stars actually make it in the industry once they finish the show? It's all excitement right there. They win it, and the whole world is watching them for that moment. After they get out, very hard to find opportunities in the industry, because no matter what you and I say, the fact is that there is a certain amount of monopoly that holds the industry.
It's not so much about the monopoly. It's also this is a few years back when I had gone to London to perform at the Glastonbury Festival, and it was brilliant. It's one of the biggest festivals that you can ever perform at in your life. And I was speaking with this agent in London, and we were just having a breakfast meeting, and he actually said something which I've kept with myself, and I've never let go of that fact that in this world, a lot of talented people have not made it. And a lot of people who are not so talented have literally made it to the top. There's only one word, it's perseverance. That is the only thing that will take you from what you are to what you can be. It is not just talent, it is not just hard work, it is that constant, I will not give up.
Yeah.
I will not give up. That's a very, very strong emotion and a strong thought that you put out in the universe.
So are you a person like that? You'll never give up? What are your aspirations and ambitions?
Yeah,
are you highly ambitious?
So my lookout in life, my purpose in life is to do something which gives me happiness. The music that I do should give me happiness. If I don't find happiness in it, I don't think so it's for me. So I live my life like that. There are ups and downs. I will totally right now confess, there are many days that you feel, I think I can't go on like this. There are many days like that. But then you sitting in your bed, get a nice pizza in your pajamas, watch a nice movie, go to sleep, get up in the morning, get back to work.
So I think a little bit of relaxation for everyone. I agree that. I agree.
You need to.
And I'd say that for myself as well. Whenever you doubt yourself, you need to pause for a moment or two or the entire 24 hours. Sleep it off and then wake up probably refreshed.
There are times that I've come back home and it feels miserable, and I've literally booked my tickets, packed my bags, grabbed my passport, and I'm off. I've done that many times.
So lucky.
Point is that you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your mind. It's very, very important.
But you didn't answer my question. Are you highly ambitious?
Yes.
What next 5 years from now? We see people like Neha Kakkar, part of reality shows. She's judging. She's out there. She's doing it. Are we going to see you like that? Is there something that you want to do?
I am actually a part of IPML, which is a new music show on Zee. And we have done 6 episodes now, and
enjoying
it? A lot more to go. Yeah, I mean, like the best part about this show is that I am performing my songs in a newer avatar every single time. So I'm enjoying that.
All right.
Like I said, as much as I can enjoy my music, I'm happy.
Okay, so now that you're in that mood of enjoying music, I'd like you to sing us some hook lines from Hardam Hamdam. That's, I know, the song that was close to your heart. Go for it.
It's the last release of mine last year, and people really took onto it. I don't know. It's a very beautiful tune, and I loved the film. It was such a cute film. I thoroughly loved it. I enjoyed every bit of it. So yeah, here it goes. Hardam Hamdam for all you guys. लो देते हैं हम तुम्हें कसम फिर यार बहेंगे हम इश्क में आँखों से हर दम हर पल हर शब हमदम हमदम लो देते हैं हम तुम्हें. So yeah, it goes up for everyone.
Super. I could really feel this tone of classical music while you sing. There's this very trained classical nuance in all your songs. So I understand that you've extensively trained in classical music. How do you feel that classical music really pushes you to become an excellent singer, just like you? Do you really think that without that training in classical music also you could ace it? Or it's necessary to have that basic training in classical music?
Well, it's just, for example, you teach a baby how to talk a certain language, and baby can speak very fluently if you teach them. But there's a difference between teaching them this word. When you write it, it looks like this, and it sounds like this, and this is the meaning of it. And then that baby can create new stuff. In the same way, that is what learning music does to you. Be it in Hindustani classical music, be it Carnatic music, be it Western classical music, be it jazz, any formal training, it gives you more vocabulary, it gives you more space to, express yourself with your art form. So, yeah, I am one of those very traditional sticklers who insist on people learning music. Yeah.
All right. You know what, Shilpa, I'd certainly say that your list of hits are endless. Starting with Khuda Jaane, then Mudi Mudi Ittifaq Se, Malang, Manmarziya, Ishq Shawa, Anjana Anjani. I mean, you've really managed to stay relevant through the years and nailed it with one hit after the other. How do you really get into that character? And while most musicians, or at least a lot of them, fade off in the middle of their, middle of their careers, fizzle away, to really reinvent yourself and relaunch yourself time and again with a bang-on hit every time. We really want your magic formula. I know you said go with the flow, breathe, take a deep breath, or relax, whatnot. But I want to know exactly what's the kind of perseverance you follow. Any routine? I'm sure there is something that you follow as as holy grail.
Student for life. Come back home, learn something new, better your craft, listen to new music. I watch concerts. When we could, up until 2019, 2020, March, even up until then, I'm a very avid concert goer. I will go and attend concerts. I will listen to them. I will learn from them. I will come back home and practice more. Through 2020, I've practiced even more sitting at home. So you need to keep learning. You can't stop. The day you say that I've known everything, then you're finished. I think you have to keep learning.
Anyone that you really take as inspiration? Anyone, any musician or any composer?
There are many people who I've through the years learned and have been inspired by. But for sure, Mehdi Hasan Saab is somebody that I in fact get furious when I listen to his music. How can you sing so well? It makes me angry. It makes me, oh my God. I mean, like, you sang like this and you made our lives miserable. Now, how can we match up to this?
Is there any particular, guidebook that you go through while, taking up songs? Because you never know who's taken it off somewhere from what part of the globe.
No, so obviously with the kind of composer that I work with, they are like, I'm not a fan of remakes. I am someone who likes to do a brand new song. I'm a big supporter of original music, independent music, because our country is full of talented composers and lyricists and singers. Which we should utilize them. Yeah.
All right, we have enough original music in the country.
Overuse them.
I know, why not? I think we're a music hub. Indian music is revered all across the globe, and I think we've just about started to sink in that knowledge that it is in demand. As I come to an end here, Shilpa, I'd really appreciate it if you could sing us one last song. I'm just trying my luck. Mudi Mudi, come on. As we wrap here.
Mudi Mudi goes out for you. One of those
awesome.
songs which are very,
thank you.
Yeah, here we go. मुड़ी मुड़ी कहाँ मैं मुड़ी मुड़ी इत्तेफाक से जुड़ी जा कहाँ मैं जुड़ी इत्तेफाक से घड़ी क्यों मैं क्यों उड़ी मैं उड़ी घड़ी क्यों उड़ी जुड़ी क्यों मैं क्यों उड़ी मैं उड़ी जुड़ी क्यों उड़ी क्यों मिली जुड़ी मैं उड़ी इत्तेफाक से मुड़ी कहाँ मैं मुड़ी इत्तेफाक से जुड़ी जा कहाँ मैं जुड़ी इत्तेफाक से.
Super. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As a parting message, I'd like you to give a word of advice to all those aspiring singers who are dying to be where you are. Come in with their original piece of music. Is there a path that they could follow? Anything that is laid out already by the industry? How is the industry helping the new ecosystem to bring in new artists and more, creative artists on board?
Well, I will say that there is a path that I didn't create, but it just did so happen. And everyone has their own journey. Create your own journey. The answers all lie inside you. The answers aren't outside. So if you are stuck somewhere, use your mind, use your heart, and figure a new path for yourself. Be yourself. Please do not try and become something else, because there's only one person like you in this entire world. Be yourself. Work hard every single day. There's not one day that will change your life. It's impossible. So every day you can change your life
Are
by
composers
being hardworking.
accessible, Shilpa? Are composers
Come
really
again?
accessible? Are composers?
Yes. So one thing is great about today's generation is that the composers are looking at newer
talents, yeah.
voices. They want to experiment with new things. Directors also, producers. So all you have to do is, in fact, if you want someone to call you, put out a fantastic song. Trust me, people take notice these days. Like I said, use the social media to your advantage. Do not become enslaved.
You know what?
Put out something great.
I have one question and I cannot let you go without that.
Yes.
Remuneration when it comes to the music industry, artists to be paid. That's when there's a lot of resistance that you see for musicians or singers to be paid their rightful sum. Is that changing here today?
Well, yeah, singers are actually claiming their own remuneration. They are claiming their spot. They are claiming their face value. All of us are actually set out on red carpets looking as gorgeous as each other. So we're doing that. So yeah, this is a great time to be a musician. Awesome. All you need to do is be someone that someone isn't. To be yourself. That is the most important thing.
Killer. Yeah. Thank you so much. Lovely talking to you. I think this was the most honest discussion that we've had. Thank you very much, Shilpa. All the best for your future endeavors.
Well, with that, we conclude our India Today Women's Summit. And of course, we hope to be back in person next year. But before we go away, we'd like to thank our associate sponsors once again, LIC and NECC.